do you want to return to that if offered? And if so, like for movies, for plays, for possibly down the road, the Grammys, who knows?
Hey, well, you know what I'm saying? That's like
Let's
the
speak
dreams,
it into
like,
existence.
you know, we claim it. I just thank God for the talents. And one thing that I've learned through quarantine is that you can't keep it inside. I don't care. You know, they you know, a lot of people say jack of all trades and not a master or anything like that. That you master one and you put it out, you get those gifts out. And that's exactly you know, through quarantine, that's exactly what I've decided to do.
TikTok, I'm just rolling on the block. Recently heard that pocket show about to start. Heard that. You should know if entertainment is your goal. You talking sports or travel, yo. This the hottest pot show. Heard that. She got shoes, everything she says is truth. If you don't know, now you know. All you ever gotta say is heard that, heard that, heard that, heard that, heard that. Look, all you ever gotta say.
What's up, Heard That Nation? Listening in the United States and around the world, you are listening now to the Heard That with Marisa Tigney podcast. If you're watching on YouTube right now, hit that subscribe button so you stay in the know of all the future guests and future episodes that are coming up on this channel, like this amazing guest that I have right here. Y'all, representing Baltimore.
Yes,
Baltimore
yes, DMV.
She's in the house. She's in the house.
DMV.
Multi-talented producer, media designer, a DJ residing in Baltimore, Maryland. Let me tell you, y'all, you're not following her on Twitch. I promise you, during or after our conversation today, you're going to be following her. You're going to catch up on Fish Fry Fridays. It's a whole vibe of music and fun. And she DJs weekly with NFL Hall of Famer for all you football fans out there. And I got many of them that follow this channel and follow my podcast, the legend football Hall of Famer, Ed Reed. Please, ladies and gentlemen, Baltimore's finest in the house right now, Miss Tris Beats. Welcome to the Heard That podcast.
Thank you. I appreciate being here. With love from Baltimore.
Yes. Y'all watching on YouTube, you can see she rocking. She representing Baltimore, and all of y'all in Baltimore, Maryland. Stand up for your girl right now. Music has definitely brought us through a lot, some difficult times. Tell me a little bit about your story, how you have become, you know, a DJ that you are, absolutely extraordinary. Have done so many things from the time that I've watched you on IG and now on Twitch. What inspired you to go on this musical journey that you're on and now turn into a DJ?
Well, you know, I've always been musically inclined since I was young. To start it off with, used to love Prince, used to love, you know, all the old school groups. And then, of course, later in life, hip hop came about and fell in love with hip hop. It became like a cultural thing for me. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to be a rapper. I actually wanted to be a rapper, started fiddling around. Yeah, I really wanted to be a rapper, like no college, no nothing. I was going to New York from the depths of Maryland, Eastern Shore. You know what I'm saying? I was going to go to New York and I was going to be a rapper. Mom had other decisions for me growing up. She was like, no, you're going to college. You're going to college. So, you know, just I fell in love with music at a very young age, you know, singing Sonny and Cher and all that kind of stuff like that. And then when I saw Sheila E. play the drums, that was it. I was like, oh, I want to be a drummer now. I want to be a rapper and a drummer.
I want to Sheila E. Ooh,
yeah, I want to do both. Mom was like, you know what? I'm not buying you drums. You're not getting drums. You know what I'm saying? So then, like I said, got more and more into hip hop and started, figuring out some of the smaller things that people were using to make beats with. And I had a producer who was producing for me as a rapper. Mm-hmm. And one day he decided that he wasn't going to do that anymore. Gave me some of his equipment. I bought like a keyboard from him, and that kind of set off the production thing like solidly. Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. And especially for females to get into the game of DJing, because you know, entering into especially the 80s and going into the 90s, it's more male dominated. So to see a female take over and actually put it down and get the party started, like how did that avenue open up for you, knowing that, was it at the time where it was when you decided to become a DJ, where did you have an easy access to like, okay, well, you know, she's a DJ and my friend over here is a DJ, so I know it? Or was it, you know, where's all the female ladies at? Let me do something to, you know, shatter the glass ceiling, so to speak.
Well, that's funny you should say that, because each field of the music, either in hip hop or DJing or anything that deals with music, period, anywhere, like, even film, women are not prominent in either of those fields as far as behind the scenes and making the beats. Of course, we have a lot of singers, and we do have a lot of female rappers, but as far as making the beats or DJing, they weren't as prominent. Now today, yes, of course,
Yeah.
we have
Because
a
they
lot
were
more,
always
but
hidden in the background, and they're the ones that elevating the star,
right,
or
exactly,
the group.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, surprisingly, I was never a DJ. I have tons of albums behind this green screen where I collected them for purposes of making music for rappers, singers, getting samples from the album. So, you know what I'm saying? I was always into having the albums, but everybody thought I was a DJ. I was never a DJ. I was always a producer and beat maker. You know what I'm saying? Beat maker, producer. So for years, every now and then it might have crossed my mind. I did have a turntable, like I said, using the albums for my arsenal. You know what I'm saying? You take a snare here, a kick here, and that's what helps you make the songs. All right. So during quarantine, D Nice, CQ, salute to D Nice. He was on there, started the CQ DJing in his living room. At the same time, NFL, Baltimore Ravens Hoff, Ed Reed was also DJing in his garage. So every night.
That part I didn't know. I did not know. I mean, I know he's a man of many talents, after he gets off the gridiron and everything else. I did not know he DJ'd. Not a clue.
Yeah. So, like I said, it was like CQ going. So that's why, people saw me in CQ, but also Ed Reed every single night, 365 days or more straight during quarantine. Ed Reed came on at 10 o'clock. And he would play music, have his cigar, he's releasing his own cigar shortly, just playing music. They really talk about football, just chill, relax, play music, smoke a cigar. And then he started supporting DJs. He started having like the split screen on IG where he would be like kind of hosting and having DJs, kind of play underneath. So it's like split screen. So one day, I'm joking, he's got a community now. We've been doing this for months and months every night. So we got like 30, 40 people, just like, like I said, the same as CQ, and created this community. I'm joking. Oh, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to play y'all some music one day. And they egg me on. They're like, yes, you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it.
That's good.
So, yeah. So I had lost my mom March 30th, 2020, right at the beginning of quarantine. So that would have been my first birthday without her. So that birthday, I said, I'm going to get on here. I'm going to DJ. I bought the starter controller. It was, a really small controller. And I got on IG and I DJ'd for about 8 hours straight through. Like, what I'm saying? And salute to DJ Dange, who gave me a break like at the 8th hour. But we DJ'd, we had a birthday party, and that was my introduction. And once I did that, I was like, oh, I like doing this. And everybody's like, you got to do it again. So just started hopping on for 8720, which is Ed Reed's crew. Started hopping on and just playing, and then hopping on for CQ and playing. And then before Kathy Sledge went live, I started, playing. And then Ed Reed said, look, we all got to move to Twitch because IG was tightening up on copyright laws. So, they were cutting us off. So, I was like, I'm not, I was still in my baby steps. Then I was like, I'm not ready for Twitch. And, he's like, sis, you come on there. You got to DJ like a raven. Let's get on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? So we got on Twitch. And when I got on Twitch, I was like, oh, this is really cool, because you could have like your backgrounds and bells and the whistles. And, when I logged off and I saw that, I could make a little bit of money, like people were giving me some tips, and okay, all right, well, let me take this a little more serious. You know what I'm saying? Let me, okay, all right, let's see. If I'm entertained and, can make a little bit while entertained. And yes, when I logged off of there, I started looking at tutorials and things like that. So yeah, so we've been on Twitch a year in March, and August was the first time I really DJ. So we're coming up on a solid 2 years of DJing. That's it. So
congratulations. That's good.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I like hearing stories about that because was the same journey for me as well. You know, I'm approaching 2 years with this show,
Yes,
and
congratulations.
it's amazing. Thank you so much. And you hear about, I hear so many stories about how people had the vision of doing something different, and you know, you got your 9 to 5 and your job and everything else, and then literally in 2020 we got put on a timeout because we couldn't do anything else, right? So,
Yes.
you know, with your music and the journey that you took and the connections you made with Ed Reed and all the other DJs, talk to me about when you made the move to Twitch, how people gravitated towards you. Because I know that, like we both mentioned, D Nice has done so many things for the CQ community, and you know, has now gone outside. We're outside now and going to different events and various events. Talk to me how, two-part question, how people have gravitated towards you, and I'm sure that you get, you know, texts and messages on, you know, how you literally had helped them through a difficult time, and any events that you have done yet outside or planning to do coming up in the near future.
Yes. Well, you know, Twitch, it's, I think, with all social media platforms, unless you have like a solid start on like a YouTube, then you can probably easily get people to branch out to Facebook and follow you on Instagram and things like that. Now, starting from Facebook, Instagram, and then trying to get those people to transfer over to a new app, which was Twitch, you know, that was kind of, to me, it was kind of difficult, you know what I'm saying? It like, everybody just didn't rush over there like that. You had to, you know, really put out some promotion, really branded, you know, think of some theme nights and things like that. Gradual process. So then once we got over there and things start to grow, and, you know, you're adding bells and whistles where people can be interactive with your Twitch channel. That made it, you know, that's when everything really started rolling a bit. And the name, I put DJ in front of my name, then, you know what I'm saying? Then here comes the people, you know, actually the DJ community is really, really supportive on Twitch. So if you
I noticed that too, that y'all are like a family, like a unit, like that you all support each other, and that's so cool to see.
Yes, exactly. So the DJ community supports, like they raid each other. They bring their audience into your room, and you do the same thing. And yes, it's been real supportive in that sense. And then, of course, we have people who knew about me on IG. Like I said, everything was just getting started. So I have a lot of Kathy Sledge's crew that comes through more so because each time before Kathy Sledge and her daughter, Kristen Gabrielle, went live for their family room live on IG, I would play a pre-party, 1 hour, 1.5 hours of music, or, you know, play some games, or, you know, just a pre-party before their show. So most of that crew already knew that I was kind of, you know, doing that and then moving over to Twitch. So I have most of them that are over there. And then a lot of people say, yes, they are inspired. We're doing virtual birthday parties, you know what I'm saying? Just telling stories, just being, you know, being you. That's being authentic, and, you know, people appreciate that.
I absolutely like that. How did you all come up with the theme? Because like I've set my phone on alerts now. So when you get on Twitch, if I'm able to pop on there, I pop on there, you know, or Ed or other DJs as well. How did you come up with the themes? And then also, because you have such amazing backgrounds, I love, obviously, my favorite color is purple as well. So I love that you incorporate that. And of course, you know, the Baltimore Ravens, you know, they have purple on their logo on their uniforms. How did you get all the ideas for that, as well as, you know, like I said, the themes for each of the times that y'all come on there?
Okay, well, you know, many people don't know, you know, people who are just meeting me don't know that I did go to school for graphics and web design, interactive media. So that's kind of my thing, like tech things, behind the scenes, graphics, video, you know, putting those things together. Digital design. I'm not quite a coder. That's what I'm doing now, taking classes, JavaScript. You know, it's time to take it to the next level. So basically, I can take you all the way up into designing your app and give you, like, you know, something that you can play with a little bit, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So that's kind of my thing. So like digital design, putting the backgrounds together, or, you know, piecing together things from YouTube or what have you, royalty free, of course. You know what I'm saying? So it come up with a theme. So like, you know, Prince is one of my favorite artists, still is, you know what I'm saying? We don't say was with Prince. And so purple is my thing. That's a part of my branding, like purple, power, Ravens, Prince, what I'm saying? That all goes together. So the purple and just I'm a digital artist, so I have to kind of stand out a little bit in some kind of way. So like if I'm doing a Valentine's Day theme, I might make a creative background or video or something using Adobe Premiere or something like that to put behind me. So it's just different days, the holidays. I might just wake up and say tonight we're gonna just play all hip hop. So I might have a hip hop background or something like that. But yeah, different themes, different days, different holidays, different moods. Set the pace, set the mood.
I enjoy that too, because the vibe that you set and your sets that you put together are just absolutely brilliant. Like it either be, a chill mood, that elevates up to an R&B set, or you'll have like just straight up island vibes or everything. But either way, some of the ones that I was able to join, I'm like, okay, this is an absolute vibe. And my first time coming on there, people that were in the chat, they were so welcoming of me, which was pretty cool. And I appreciate you giving me a shout out during one of your sets. But it was just like the people in the chat, they was just like, oh, welcome. You're gonna have a good time. This is a vibe and everything else. And they were right, because, I had such a hectic week and everything that was going on. I just happened to pop into one of your sets. And I don't know whatever happened going on that day. As soon as the beat hit, the music, the song, it took me back to a time where I was in college, or took me back to, a house party that I was vibing at, or a concert that I was at. When you put your sets together, is that what you keep in mind for the audience when they're in the chat and they're like chatting with you? Do you keep in mind that, this is the mood that I'm going to take them in? I'm going to travel back in time with this set, or I'm going to, take the mood to where we're all outside, having a good time at a backyard barbecue when you come up with your sets like that?
Well, first of all, I appreciate you noticing that, because I definitely take my sets very seriously. Like my playlists are not just thrown; they don't just come.
They're not random. Like they're strategically planned.
They are rarely random, and normally I do set like the pace. When people are coming in to greet people, give people time to greet people, and pick it up and then slow it down, give people a little break in there. And then at the end, we take it to the top. It's like you're going on a rocket ship. And I'm normally ending it with a song with a message, or a song for Baltimore, or something that, one of the songs I produced, or something that you come in, you're going to feel good. You go out, you're going to feel good. So if I have anything in the middle, any tracks in the middle that you didn't like, trust me, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be a little something for everybody. And then going out, you're going to go out feeling good. And also keep in mind that my target audience, even with anything you do, business, everything you do have a target audience. And I pretty much know basically the people who are supporting me, what they like. And you know what I'm saying? And I try to keep it catered to females and males, although I do have a lot of female listeners. You know what I'm saying? Who like the same type of stuff that I like. So I got to keep it, I got to keep the fellas in mind. So I can't just go and play like, Mary J. Blige and her whole album when I got like the fellas in there waiting for a little bit of hip hop. So you got to keep, you got to keep all that in mind, and know that it's not about the DJ, as Jazzy Jeff says, like it's not about me all the time. It's about what the listener may want to hear, So it's more, as a little more humbling than just performing and playing your own music. You are playing for your audience,
right? Which was really cool that your talents that you have of producing and the music that you have, you were able to work on HBO's The Wire, which is one of my favorite shows. And I was talking to some people that I was having you on the show, and shared with them that you were a part of that whole process on The Wire. And how was that? That had to be something that was exciting for you, showcasing your talent for that show.
Now, see, I didn't work on The Wire with music. I worked behind the scenes, helping out behind the scenes. But at the same time, I could have. The hours. Well, and it would have still been more for art than the music. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had a couple of T-shirts that I designed that were in the show. The art department wanted me to work with them. So, like I said, music is basically my career, my job, and then art is kind of the natural thing. So You know what I'm saying? Something like that would probably be like more than the music. I would love to have gotten some music on there. You know, I'm producing, I work with rappers locally and things like that, but it was more the art that was pushing towards that way. Now, The Wire, working on movie sets, we work with Nicole Kidman on the Visiting, the movie they had with The Visiting, and The Wire, and a couple of commercials and things like that. To me, that's some of the most fun and one of the best jobs I had, you know. It's long days, it's 12-hour days for everyone, and
Wow.
longer sometimes for others. And you know what I'm saying, you know, they feed you, you work, you meet people. You know, it's just fantastic. I worked at the sound stage and nobody knew this place was here. Like, it's like a big building. Nobody knew what was going on inside of this building but us. But you know, like the police station, mayor's office, and all that was in there, and all that kind of stuff like that. But yeah, it was excellent. I learned so much. Like, you know, even though I wasn't like a major player behind the scenes, I learned so much from everyone there, even including like in right here, I have a small production, like a pre-production in-home studio, and like, you know, basically how to put the soundproofing and you know, the mics, and even connecting some of this stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, like behind the scenes you get to learn so much about the industry. But yeah, it was great, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes it was boring too, like, you know, those scenes take action over and over and over, and you got to be quiet on the set, no air conditioner going in, except for the main actors in the scene, and you're in there like sweating and in the dark, just like, please, please don't mess up a line. You just like, everybody, you gotta whisper, you gotta be still or quiet. When they mean quiet on the set, that means air conditioners, heaters, everything quiet on the set. So yeah, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I wish they were still filming. I probably, you know, yeah, still be working on some sets.
Do you want to return to set? Is there something that you would like to do, like take your talents? Because like I said, you're so good with, you know, music and production and your design talents. Is there, do you want to return to that if offered? And if so, like for movies, for plays, for possibly down the road, the Grammys, who knows?
Hey, well, you know what I'm saying? That's like
Let's
the
speak
dreams,
it into
like,
existence.
you know, we claim it. We claim it all. We claim it all. You know what I'm saying? I just thank God for the talents. And one thing that I've learned through quarantine is that you can't keep it inside. I don't care. You know, they you know, a lot of people say jack of all trades and not a master or anything like that. That you master one and you put it out, you get those gifts out. And that's exactly you know, through quarantine, that's exactly what I've decided to do. So now, instead of more so doing for other people, other artists, so now we're bringing it in-house. You know, we have some spiritual books, spiritual audio books and things that we're gonna record. Kibi Rice and I, that's my business partner, and I, and so we're bringing it more home. So yes, I would, but you know, I think I want to animate a movie myself. I want to, you know what I'm saying, with the help of whoever. It's not just like me, but yeah, I do want to return to it, but I kind of want to do it like maybe this hermit thing that happened during quarantine. I'm happy with it. So, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, like learning how to code. So yeah, I want to get back into it, but I want to be able to do it like from my own atmosphere, not under, you know, that I have to be supervised at such a pace, you know, that I can't keep up or something like that, but more so animate, you know, draw it, and maybe somebody else could help me code it or whatever, script it or whatever, you know, collaborate with somebody in that matter, but more on the creative side of things.
Right. So you had mentioned that the community of DJs that you know, you all support each other. You've been part of this community, you know, and Ed has literally brought you all together. Do you all have a plan to meet? Have you met any other DJs, not by, you know, Zoom or anything else, but like physically met them? Have y'all done any kind of events or just gatherings together?
Yes, there's 4 of us that are on Ed Reed's DJ team. We have DJ Daily Grind. He's from Louisiana. He's from New Orleans. Definition DJ's own. So he's been DJing about 12 years in his area. And then we have DJ Sean Nice, who is also Fantasia's DJ.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's all four of us. I'm the baby of the crew, you know, the newbie. And then we got Ed Reed 20, who goes by Jukebox 20 as his DJ name. And yes, we did. That was my first in real life event, was Ed Reed's golf tournament. His his charity golf tournament that he has each and every August. So that was my first in real life DJ set that I did. We had a nice time. So yes, we have met the DJs, and we'll be doing it again in 2 weeks, actually. So
that's awesome.
He has a charity golf event every August, and it's music. He has his fish fry, a real fish fry. So it's Ed Reed's Friday Fish Fry too. So that's, it's Ed Reed's event.
I was going to ask if there was an actual real fish fry, because I promise you, I walk in there and I walk in the vibe, and then I'm like, why am I starving at the same time?
There you go. That's the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he keeps it real. Like, Sunday soul food, Friday fish fry, Monday cool down, Wednesday wind down. That's his names for his different nights that we perform on Twitch. But yeah, his family is out there, and they have there's a big fish fry, the whole, shebang, oysters, and all kinds of food.
Oh wow, they do
it
big.
Oh yeah, they do it big. They do it big. So like I said, all the proceeds go to charity for anybody who buys a ticket, but all the proceeds of the charity golf event go to the edreedfoundation.org. And his foundation helps 2 cities, maybe 3 cities. I think it's Miami, New Orleans, and of course Baltimore. He helps out different schools here, youth programs, football programs. He feeds families. It's the whole 9 yard. Teaches wisdom. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's just a great guy. And the philanthropy work started after he got off the field, and that's what his organization is all about.
That's so
and
awesome.
And
that's awesome that you're a part of this, and that you're also making an impact too. And what I want to ask you before I let you go, Ms. Triss, is we got 5-6 months? No, we got less than that. We got less than 6 months of the year. Is there something that you want to do or want to accomplish before the end of the year? And this being the 2022 year, still we got all kinds of craziness that's unfortunately going on. What message you want to send to somebody that may want to also be a DJ like you, step out of their comfort zone, and go and pursue what's always been burning on the inside of them, and go and pursue their passion? What kind of motivational word do you want to leave with them?
I would say, believe in your dream and feed it. That's it. It's so many opportunities, so many things out here for anybody who wants to do anything. We have YouTube College. You know what I'm saying? We have people like me who you can consult with. It's so open nowadays that anything that you want to do, any dream that you have, believe in it and feed that dream. You water it like you're feeding watering a plant, or treat it like your baby. Feed your baby, clothe your baby, help it walk, you know what I'm saying? Just believe in yourself, jump in and do it. Like, if you have a butt, do it anyway. Do it anyway. Yes. Right. And then for me to what I want, definitely the coding. I have to take it to the next level. Gotta be the black girls that code. I have to be one of those.
You're gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna be done. Where can everybody follow you at on social media?
Definitely MSTRISBEATS. Mistress Beats everywhere. Recently added DJ to the Twitch name, so all the DJs.
She's a DJ, y'all. She is definitely a DJ.
Yeah. But Mistress Beats everywhere. If you MSTRS, which means Miss Truth is Soul. Little my spiritual thing.
All right.
Definitely gotta have the Abraham Hicks and meditation in there and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you can find me everywhere. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, of course, IG. Same name.
I like that. Well, thank you so much, Miss Triss Beats. Everybody follow her on Twitch. She will definitely get the vibes going for you, especially if you had a long day, a long week, a long hour, a long minute. She will definitely get the vibes going with the amazing sets that she puts together for sure. And you're going to elevate, and you're going to continue to do great things, Miss Tristan. I know you will, and I'm excited for you. And I'm so grateful that you took the time to come on the podcast today. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, I appreciate being here. And trust me, you made me feel very welcome. And you are excellent at what you do. So you keep it up. Whatever. If you need something, you just hit me up.
Oh, I appreciate you. And thank you, everybody, for listening and watching on the podcast today. Much love, as she says. And every time I end the show, I always say, take care. Stay safe. We out of here, y'all.
Peace.